Police Chief Laura Bennett had dedicated nearly 3 decades to serving her city, rising through the ranks with unwavering commitment to justice and community safety. After retiring from active duty, she decided to invest in a small manufacturing factory located on a property adjacent to her suburban home in Rosewood Heights, a community governed by a strict homeowners association. The factory produced eco-friendly building materials, employing a handful of local workers and strictly adhering to all environmental and safety regulations. Laura was proud of the business, which not only supported her family but contributed to local economic growth. For months, the factory operated quietly, with deliveries scheduled during regular business hours and noise kept well within city limits. Neighbors were largely supportive, appreciating the jobs and community engagement Laura fostered. Then one morning, Laura found a formal letter from the HOA posted at her doorstep. "Dear Ms. Bennett, it has come to the board's attention that your factory operations violate the Rosewood Heights HOA covenants, specifically Section 5.3, which prohibits commercial or industrial use of residential lots. You are ordered to cease all factory operations immediately. Failure to comply will result in fines, legal action, and potential removal of all commercial equipment." Laura was stunned. She owned the factory on a separate, properly zoned lot, legally permitted for industrial use. The HOA covenants applied only to residential lots within the subdivision. The factory's location was not even under HOA jurisdiction. She contacted the HOA president, Tom Whitman, seeking clarification. "Tom, the factory sits outside the HOA's residential boundaries, and it complies with all city zoning and environmental laws," Laura explained. "Your board has no authority over this property." Tom insisted, "Ms. Bennett, residents are concerned about traffic, noise, and safety. We're acting to protect the community's quality of life." Laura understood the concerns but was firm. She gathered copies of zoning maps, city permits, environmental compliance reports, and letters from local officials confirming her factory's legal standing. She responded to the HOA board with a detailed letter, explaining the legal boundaries and her commitment to operate responsibly. The HOA continued to pressure her, threatening daily fines and even legal injunctions. Recognizing the escalating conflict, Laura decided to take a direct approach. She attended the next HOA meeting in her police chief uniform, a symbol of her service and authority. The room fell silent as she spoke. "Good evening. I am Laura Bennett, police chief, now retired, but still dedicated to law and order. Your board's attempts to interfere with my legally permitted factory are baseless and unlawful. The factory lies outside your jurisdiction and operates fully within city regulations." She presented maps and official documents. "While I respect neighbors' concerns, I have implemented strict safety measures, controlled traffic flow, and noise mitigation plans." Several neighbors stood and voiced their support, appreciating her transparency and community involvement. The HOA board president visibly faltered. Tom Whitman finally said, "Chief Bennett, we didn't realize the full scope. We'll cease enforcement actions and work with you to address any legitimate community concerns." In the weeks that followed, the HOA updated its communication strategy, focusing on neighborhood issues within its jurisdiction, while fostering cooperation with local businesses like Laura's factory. Her leadership, both in law enforcement and as a business owner, helped transform potential conflict into collaboration. Laura's factory continued operations peacefully, serving as a pillar of community economic growth and safety. Her story became a lesson in the power of standing firm on legal rights while engaging neighbors with respect and professionalism.